So Marilyn, are you there? Let's see if I
I
just want.
am here. Thank you.
Yes. I just want to see. Maybe you've known of Marilyn Harper before, maybe not. I just want to see a quick raise of hands. Has anyone heard of Marilyn Harper before? Ah, we got one, two, a couple people have heard of her before. Five, three, four. Fantastic. And I want to see, Katie, what have you heard about Marilyn Harper? What do you know about her? I'm just curious. Let's see if you can unmute yourself.
So I only learned, well, we met in Shasta
Oh, yes, that's right.
that weekend. And
Fantastic.
so,
At the clinic.
yeah, I had a really nice connection with Marilyn. I'm so happy to see you here. It's yay.
And did I see, Michelle, you had raised your hand. You have heard of Marilyn before. What have you heard about Marilyn?
Well, lots of things via Cryon, and I was yesterday on your double-digit call.
Fantastic. So cool. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that you and others, and I'm so excited for everyone on this call to know who she is. For me, she's a divine conduit of light. And in a way that's so practical, so down to earth, so lovable, so funny. And her journey with her current mission, where she actually channels, sees beyond inside of people, and then channels with the forces of love, I would say, the source, and communicates messages that are so pertinent and practical through, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right, Adrianda? Adironda in the Council of Light. But how she showed up, first of all, is in her experiences in meditation and different stuff, where she realized that she was connecting with different levels of consciousness, different levels of reality. Her statement, I just love this. I just want to share this with you. And then I want you to hear her healing story. But as she was in that space, she said she volunteered by raising her hand and stating, "I will go anywhere, say anything, and do anything as long as you can prove to me that you are God or source moving through me." Isn't that powerful? Just that full willingness to surrender as long as she could trust the source. And then after that, her life has been on such a powerful journey. And I had the honor of meeting her in Mount Shasta and then taking her pulse. Many of you at the clinic heard some of her story, and I just wanted you to celebrate the progress. So I just turn it over to you, Marilyn, to share. First of all, what was the challenge you were facing? What was the struggle?
The struggle that I was facing and have been facing for about 2 or 3 years. In 2019, I was physically diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, which is, like 6% of the world's population have this diagnosis, like 1 in 1,000 or something. Not many people have it, so they don't know much about it. It is where one half of my heart, the right side, is enlarged over the left side, and that compresses the arteries going into my lungs. So I didn't have enough airflow, I didn't have enough oxygen or anything going into my lungs. That was one ailment. And then a year and a half ago, I took a tumble. I don't want to call it an accident because I don't really believe in accidents. I know everything is a part of some big plan. But I took a tumble and spent 17 days intubated and a month in ICU. The doctors at that time said that I would probably be on oxygen 24/7 for the rest of my life. And I kept saying that's not my reality. And when they said that one side of my heart was severely enlarged, and I said, well, I'm just going to see it getting smaller and going back to normal. And they said, well, that's not really possible. And I said, that's not my reality. And so I've been working with that. And then in June of this year in Mount Shasta, I had read your book, Secrets of the Ancient Healer, and I've sent the book to several. And
Ancient
Uh,
Secrets of a Master Healer.
Thank you. I would have the book to hold up for me, but I've given my copy away. I need to get another copy. And I started on the 7-day cleanse and did mung bean soup for 7 days. And after that, I started traveling. I'm still not quite into bringing it with me, but I'm working on that. And since then, though, I've been doing it every day for at least one meal a day, sometimes 2 meals a day. I've been taking all the supplements that were suggested to me, and I just had my big pulmonary examination, my 6-month examination where they do an echocardiogram and all of that. And the doctor was kind of scratching his head. Um, and the radiologist that did my echocardiogram kept remeasuring my heart, and I could watch her and I said, what's going on? And she says, oh, nothing. We're just making sure that everything is fine. Because I could see on the screen that she would see one picture and then the live screen, she kept remeasuring that. And the doctor said, I don't know how to explain this, but your heart is more near normal size than it is even mildly enlarged. And I'm completely off oxygen during the day. I don't have to have oxygen when I fly on a plane any longer. And he's like, how can your heart be normal sized? And I said,
Yeah.
mung beans. And he's like, what? So I'm sending him a copy of your book.
That makes me so, so happy on many levels. First of all, because you have a real purpose, a real mission, and so that you have capacity to do what you came here to do. It makes me so happy. And then it's personal, but when I asked you in that setting, what do you want? Is it okay if I share also this?
Sure. You can
Yeah.
share anything. I'm an open book.
Yeah. When you have a mission and you're a strong, powerful creator, a very feminine, powerful creator, sometimes all of us, we want partners to share the journey and the joy with, someone that can meet us where we are and make the journey even better. And as I asked you what you want and you closed and visioned it and the tears were coming down your eyes and you saw your partner with you, just touched my heart so much. And so the fact that, first of all, it's a healing of the heart, and second of all, you're stepping into this space in which the magic is happening. And really, what is more magical on this planet Earth than two beings falling in love and sharing the journey of life with? And so for me, this is one chapter in a very exciting story that's unfolding. And I'm so excited to witness with you and celebrate each step of the journey. And if this is possible, that a heart where they said is not possible for it to change can heal and can come back into its wholeness state, then what's possible on every other level of our experience? And so, Marilyn, you just make me so happy. So happy to.
It makes me happy too.
Beautiful. Anyone have any comments, feedback they want to share with Marilyn as a result of her sharing her story? I just want to see if anyone. Go ahead.
Question. Can I ask Marilyn a question?
Yeah, please, Luke, do.
Marilyn, well, you and I met in Mount Shasta, so it's nice to see you again. Yeah. What were you actually envisioning with your heart when you said to the doctor, that's not my reality? I'm sure you did some visualizations, and I'd like to hear what you're actually envisioning with your heart to see it normal.
Well, years ago, I developed a program called holographic healing. And so I have been, since I got the diagnosis and since I took my tumble, I've been going in and first of all, just loving my heart, just loving it. I think the Dr. Naram's protocol and Dr. Clint's protocol have accelerated all of that. But I was visualizing both sides of my heart being in divine perfection, whatever that meant for me. Because, so many people say that they want to do this or do that with their body, but that may not be perfect for them.
Mm.
And so I started visualizing, and every day I would do my point point on my
Counterpoint.
arm and
Yes.
that I'm supposed to do, and I would just hold my heart in total love, and hold the organ itself, and I would look at pictures of videos. Every once in a while I'd get a video of a healthy heart doing its thing, and I would visualize that the pressure or the stress that was placed was not there, and the arteries would just return to their normal size instead of the compression size. And I just love heals all, and I think that was my intention.
Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you so much.
Of
Such a
course.
beautiful question, Luke. One of the powerful things that Dr. Ram focused on, he says, even in chapter, I think it's 13 or 14, he says, you focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And I want to acknowledge you, Marilyn, because even in the space of the authorities saying something's not possible, that's a pretty intense, like, container that you said, no, actually, I see a different possible. I see something is possible. And you
Yes.
focused on what did you want in such a way of love, a presence of love, that it invited whatever tools or technologies were necessary to help support that journey, including, Lee and Monica saying, read this book, including, who knows, but bringing me to Mount Shasta so we could have that interaction, and then everything else that's unfolding. And it's such a beautiful example. And I think it's pertinent because everyone on this call, all of us have had heartaches, all of us have been at a point where our heart has been broken, or stunned or stalled. And it's easy to focus on the pain and the negative and the broken. But what if we can focus on, there's no accidents, atiti devo bhava, there's no accidents, but what is the vision of the experience that I want to have? What can I help to co-create with the divine? And you did it. You're doing it. And it's one chapter in this unfolding love story.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's appropriate, if you'd allow us, but can we also give a gift to you in this moment of visioning with you this thing of you with your partner, the ideal partner for you? And if we can all just send out a beam of love to that person, whoever they are, wherever they are, and just say, yes, we're so excited about
We can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
Neither can I.
That's right.
All right. So what we do is, just for fun, let's put our hands together to this. Actually, real quick, before that, do you want to say anything about him or any message to him or her? I guess I shouldn't make any assumptions, but to this partner, anything that you want to speak from your heart in this space that we can just magnify that antenna and beam it out.
Well, in the verbiage, I used to ask for a partner, and I got a business partner out of the deal in Joy Roby. So now I ask for a sweetheart, a beloved.
A beloved.
Instead of a partner, I've got a partner, a business partner. But I embrace a sweetheart, a beloved, into my world and into my life.
Fabulous.
Let's put our hands together for that sweetheart and beloved of Marilyn. They can feel this blast of love from her and from all of us, holding this vision of them. So grateful that they're together. So grateful that they're joining in the joy and the love and the experience of life and service and supporting each other. So grateful for the magic that we feel as they connect on every level. Now just invite everyone to put your hands on your own heart. And just feel the beloved that is you. And you are this as well. You are the beloved for yourself and for those that come to you, and the joy of knowing the wholeness of who you are, the gift of who you are, the perfection of who you are, that you are love. And we don't come from a space of neediness or anything, just from joy joyful creation, a joyful sharing of the essence of who we are in the dance of life. Thank you, Marilyn, so much.
May I ask a question to Marilyn?
Absolutely, Randy, please do.
Marilyn, you discussed, it looked like a marmot to me on your forearm of your right hand, I guess, or right arm. Would you mind discussing that with us of what it was about and what it entails?
Well, when I had the pulse session with Dr. Clint, you know, I remember in the book that were tapping on your fingers and doing that, but for some reason I had someplace different. And he told me he actually drew a little heart on my arm, and was to make, because it did wash off. I know I washed my arm since June, you know, and he took me to measure, like, I don't know if you can see, three fingers, and then fold the fingers over, and then take the center of that point, and that to just focus and sort of pulse on it about 6 times, and pulse on it and think about what I want. Think about, you know, I want to be healthy and, you know, travel the world over with my mission. I want to help people find themselves and be happy, and to have a sweetheart that I can travel with, or you know, be present with. And so that's what I've been working with in the morning, and then again in the evening.
And beautiful that
Thank
you're
you.
doing. So basically it's 0.7. So you measure to the 7th point, and then you have that over your right eye, you have that clarity about what do you want, and it helps anchor from the conscious to the subconscious to the superconscious. And what if it can be simple? And what if it can be easy? You just have to do it. And
Yeah.
she's been doing it. And I just want to acknowledge that as well. Great question, Randy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything, final thoughts you want to share, Marilyn, before we transition into the next section of today?
You know, I just want to thank you all for your time. I know time is your most precious commodity, and your life is that precious as well. And I want to thank you all for helping me be on my journey, and helping me be, you know, recommitted and connected to the mission that I have, and the love that I'm able to express. And I want to, you know, thank each of you for being present with me, and I could feel all of the love and all of the energy going into my heart, and for that wonderful healing. So thank you, Dr. Clint, for bringing me here.
Yeah. And for those that want to know more about Marilyn, we'll make sure you have the information so you can connect with her.
Yeah,
But thank
thank
you,
you.
Marilyn. So grateful for you joining us today, and sending you all the love on September 11th when you're sharing in your church as well.
Thank you.